renewed his pledge to pay greater attention to the needs of the youth in a bid to develop their potential. Oyebanji made this known, says his administration is always open to collaboration with private individuals and organizations ready to support the state government's efforts in harnessing the potential of the youth. The governor, represented by the Commissioner for Youth Development, Gold Adeshola, spoke during an empowerment program organized by the Oluseun Adeboyejo Foundation. The Kano State government has uncovered irregularities in the payroll system of local government councils, as no fewer than 247 staff members were discovered to have either retired from service or died. This revelation is contained in a statement by the Press Secretary, Office of the Secretary to the State Government, Musa Mohammed. The discovery revealed that the names of the affected local government staff have been appearing in the payroll, and there was pandemonium and today at the rally ground of New Associates, a pro-Wike political in Bayelsa State, as gunmen suspected to be political thugs shot sporadically at the crowd and disrupted the program. The gunshot caused pandemonium as the crowd dispersed and scampered for their safety. Although there were no casualties, but it was confirmed that some persons sustained gunshot injuries at the Church of God Mission Camp in Igbogene, Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. The rally, organized by the supporters of the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, in appreciation of President Bola Tinubu for appointing sons and daughters of the state into positions in government. The Kano State Chairman of the New Nigeria People's Party, Senator Masood El-Jibril Doguwa, who leads an emergency meeting following the recent defection of prominent members in the state. Doguwa stated that the defection. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, says no amount of blackmail will bring peace to Rivers State. For peace to reign in the state, Wike says all critical stakeholders, including members of the National Assembly, must be involved with sincerity of purpose. He stated that the declaration of emergency rule averted calamities that would have occurred in the state. The Akbetu of Ikbetu Modu in Osun State, Oba Joseph Oloyede, and the Nigerian pastor Edward Oluwansomi are facing possible prison sentences in the United States after pleading guilty to charges of COVID-19 relief fraud. Oba Oloyede, a U.S.-based accountant and information system expert, was appointed the new Akbetu in July 2019. The monarch and Oluwansomi were arrested in early 2024 for their roles in a scheme of fraudulently with 13 counts laundering and engaging in monetary transactions in criminally derived properties. The First Lady of Sokoto State, Hajia Fatima Aliyu, officially unveiled the 2025 oral polio vaccination campaign, reaffirming the state's commitment to protecting the health and future of its children. Represented by the Commissioner for Women and Children Affairs, Hajia Hadiza, the governor's wife, described the campaign as a life-saving mission and a public health movement aimed at protecting children under the age of 5 from polio and other preventable diseases. Speaking at the unveiling ceremony held at the District Health Palace in Shuni, Fatima emphasized the significance of the oral polio vaccine, calling it a simple, safe and effective means to a polio-free future. The police command in Nasarawa State says it has recovered an English-made Beretta pistol with 12 rounds of 9mm live ammunition during a successful raid. This was contained in a statement in Lafia by SP Rahman Nansel, Police Public Relations Officer in the state. Nansel says that the operation was part of the strategies adopted by the State Commissioner of Police, Shatima Jauro Mohammed, to tackle criminal elements in the state. According to the PPRO, the firearm was recovered at a hideout for criminals, popularly known as Me and You, in the massacre area of Karu local government area of the state. The Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has directed a total clampdown on unregistered hospital and quack medical clinic and unregistered health facilities should be arrested and prosecuted. The FCT minister gave this directive while reacting to the death of a pregnant woman at Afomi Hospital, a private health facility located in Durumi, Abuja, following a cesarean section. Investigation conducted by the Private Health Establishments Registration and Monitoring Committee revealed that Afomi Hospital was not duly registered. At the time of inspection, only one staff member, Simon Elisha Godia, who identified himself as a junior community health extension worker, was present on duty. Senior Special Assistant to the FCT Minister in Public Communications and Social Media, Lere Olayinka, says that it was unfortunate that despite the free registration of pregnant women into the Federal Capital Territory health insurance scheme, most pregnant women were still not taking advantage of the scheme. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum has raised the alarm over the regrouping of Boko and the Mandara Hills within the Sambisa forest in the state. The governor disclosed this in Maiduguri when the Minister of Defense Badaru Abubakar, Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa, and other top military commanders paid him a visit. Zulum lamented the setback in military operations in the state, saying Boko Haram terrorists were freely breeding in Tumbus water areas on the Lake Chad without much effort by the military to dislodge them. The FBI has arrested 22 Nigerians allegedly involved in a financially motivated sextortion scheme that has been blamed for more than 20 teen suicides in the United States since 2021. The agency announced in a statement on its website. The report published says the arrests were part of a first-of-its-kind global operation codenamed Artemis, conducted in collaboration with law enforcement agencies in Canada, Australia, Nigeria, and the United Kingdom. The FBI launched Operation Artemis nearly 2 years ago after receiving thousands of reports of teen boys being coerced into sharing sexually explicit photos online and then extorted with threat of exposure unless they paid. You're watching the live broadcast of the News Cycle. When News Cycle returns, Tribunal upholds FCCPC's $220 million fine against Meta and WhatsApp. Details coming shortly after the break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. In business, the Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal has delivered its judgment in the appeal filed by Meta Platforms Incorporated and